Otis wonders, why is he here? Otis supposes everyone has to be somewhere.
Streams look on this. What's it supposed to look like? The quality's still shit. What can I do? You don't want to do that. Let's get this going.
Our faithful Kabat has roused the prey. Bring it down and drain it. Either flee to extraction now, or if you have it in you, ask Kalimos to find the next leg of sites. Remember, the tech rot evolves quickly, and your next battle will be harder still. Sweet Lord, I can see it. All that was taken from Albania and the people, funneled into this monster. Seek out Kalimos.
Why are they already trying to leave? We just started.
It is done. Either flee to extraction now, or if you have it in you, ask Kalimos to find the next leg of...
Unread inbox messages make me ill. Operator, I've run diagnostic regressions. All systems nominal. You don't need to thank me. Ready to kick bottom.
Select destination. Plotting route.
What's my next move? Just doing some 1999 shit right now, though.
Situation critical!
It's working. Hell scrubbers are starting to emerge. Yeah, I gotta hand it to the little guy. He knows how to talk to the appliances. Great, you lost a scrubber, but that's the least of your problems.
entitled to their own opinions, even wrong ones.
One scrubbers, that is 4's coming up. Turns out it's not just hell scrubbers coming out of the rot. There's some stuff we might be interested in. Like this. See? My ass is out here on the line too. You hit this mission's minimum threshold. But you didn't come down here to do the minimum, did you?
Operator, messages have arrived in your inbox. Ready for action.
Any exec who says we're like family is getting a side eye from me. I mean, are we stacking paper? Or we playing out?
ferroglides. Grab them and take them to Kalimos. Kalimos is in pain. She cannot track the Legocyte unprotected.
Fame you work for feels better than fame that's handed to you.
Kalimos found the Legocyte. Harvest it. It's trying to run. Stop it. Escape is failure. Hurry, harvest now. End this generation. It is done. Either flee to extraction now, or if you have it in you, ask Kalimos to find the next Legocyte. Remember, the tech rot evolves quickly, and your next battle will be harder still. Do not mourn for the Legocyte. It is but one appendage of the sprawling tech rot mass. And again, the tech rot forms a Legocyte. It is learned. It is stronger. She has done it! Legocyte in the area, your rightful prey. Take it. The beast seeks sanctuary. Give it no quarter. Now consume the beast. too. Target has surfaced. Take it down before it dives back into the mulch. It's on the run. Give chase. It has been broken. Harvested. Our feline friend yearns for another hunt. Will you oblige? Awaits. Has its scent. Keep her safe. Kalimos is hurt. She's recovering, but you need to protect her. As voracious as the Tech-Cross itself. escape. Finish it first. It has been broken. Harvest it. It will learn from what you just did to it. Harvest again, but know it will be tougher next time.
Yo. What up? I just went to my shit.
Hey, what now?
Doing some whole boot and shit.
Uh-huh. Like you're doing it now, is that what you're saying?
I was just doing a Lego site thing.
Yeah, I'm actually doing some... I'm doing a hell scrub at the moment.
Hell scrub? I just did a hell scrub.
I couldn't stand these freaking hell scrubber survival when the expansion first came out.
Yeah.
They're still not my favorite, but at least I've gotten to a point where I can kind of play them.
Because you have to run to the hell scrubbers to like clean them off.
The thing I hated most was it always seemed to incentivize me to move from node to node.
Yeah.
And so I would always do that, and then you end up running out of time just trying to travel. And you run out of life support because you're not killing stuff because you're too busy trying to get from one node to the next. And then I realized that really you don't need to move from node to node a lot. You just need to like pick a few nodes that are close to you and stay close to them. And then let the others turn into babaos and you kill the babaos when they show up.
I found the antivirus I need for my quota.
Weapons you choose
messages for the operator.
are also pretty important.
No, I have not read them.
You need something that can.
So once you find your
kill
quota
the enemies
antivirus
and clear the.
Operator,
unlike the normal liches, you only need the one antivirus, and then you can just put on the potency mods, right?
Or from the scrubbers. And so far, the best weapon I've found for that is the basicist. I mean, there are other decent weapons, but...
Oh, I got my punch through back on. Nice. Can I make this that any stronger, really? I don't want the blast. much extra slots for the Dragon Icona.
Please select distance. Plotting route.
Supply cache flipped into self-destruct. Get worksy, fewer thermon charges your pocket. But know this, open that thing and the tech rot will get riled up crazy. Techrod's proper pissed off. Hitters coming out of every nook and crook. I say, let them come. Ain't no man get bested by no tech-rotted faction.
Who's that growing?
You got the worst of it. Now come on home, fam.
Another magnetic capacity, or another magnetic capacity and a potency mod. Nice. Okay. Ooh.
Inbox messages await the operator. I wonder what they say.
Now I got a couple more duration mods.
Operator, Ordis is sorry. Happy to report that all my good jokes are gone.
What you doing right now, Sly? Sly's still here? Yeah, Sly's here. Nuggies is still over there watching Hunter x Hunter.
I'll be able to accept your. I didn't see your invite. I'll be able to accept it when I'm done with this.
Yeah. It just says playing for me, so I didn't know if you were in a mission or not. Yeah, for you guys watching, I'm still pretty new. I'm glad our boys taught me most of this shit. You need another invite? There you go. You almost ready, buddy? There you are. Oh, are you... Wait, you went back down to 1? So does that mean you reset again?
I can barely hear you. One second. Something on my end. Say it again.
So your mastery rank's now like 1 again, right?
Okay.
Oh.
It's legendary 1. Oh, you talking about somebody else?
No, I'm talking about you.
Oh, yeah, it's legendary 1.
Ah.
So there's 30 mastery ranks, and then after that you start earning legendary ranks.
Right.
And so yeah, I'm one of 6 legendary ranks, and I'm closing in on LR2. But I'm not like aiming for, like, I'm not grinding for LR2. I'm just kind of, I've been working on some weapons and stuff, and so that's kind of naturally causing my progression to continue.
Okay.
That said, I do have a bunch of stuff I need to, like, I've got a bunch of arc wings I need to kind of build and level. I've got a bunch of kit weapons and Zaws that I probably need to build and level. There's a bunch of stuff I could work on that would definitely increase my overall rank. But honestly, once you pass MR, I'd say MR 16. The only rank really worth grinding for at that point is 30, and even that is just one of those things that you don't really need. It's just, nice to be able to go into the relays and, give out blessings and stuff. After that, the legendary ranks, the only thing you really get is a legendary core each time, which is nice, but I never use legendary cores because they're so rare.
So what do they do?
I still have
legendary cores.
It just max out whatever, like if you have a really expensive mod, it'll max it out.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
Oh,
But it's so hard to get legendary cores that it's better to just spend the Indo.
Yeah, I see what you're
It's
saying.
it's like you get this legendary core versus 40k Indo. Well, 40k Indo is not that hard to farm. So, between statues and now 1999 content, Railjack, I mean, hell, I got much. Let me see how much I have in the way of. I have over 500,000 Indo right now, and that's just in actual Indo, not counting the Iatan treasures, for which I have at least another 300,000 or more. Actually, I've got well over that because I've got 30 Iatan Anasa sculptures I haven't even put stars in yet. So yeah, I probably got at least 500,000 in Indo worth of Iatan sculptures, plus 500,000 Indo. So I probably got altogether about 1,000,000 Indo.
Holy shit.
There's never a reason that I'm gonna have at this point that I would need to spend a legendary core. So I'm just collecting these legendary cores for no real reason, other than just to say I have them.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
That's literally the only thing they do is just max out mods. Which obviously you wouldn't want to spend a legendary core. You'd spend a legendary core for something like a prime mod, right? Because those are like
Okay.
really expensive to max out. But even then, like I said, you're talking 40k Indo roughly.
Right.
When you got 1,000,000, 40k Indo ain't shit.
Damn. See, I've been filling out these I-10 sculptures and shit. Why do I go to do that again? This is mods.
Yeah.
I-10
You always want to make sure they're full before you, if you're gonna use them to get Indo, you always want to make sure they're full before you sell them to or give them to Maru. Yeah, the other thing you can do with I-10 sculptures is decorate with them.
Yeah.
Because, they're pretty. Especially when they're moving, when they're full of stars. But,
I'm just auto-installing a lot of them right now.
yeah. It's weird that they basically made auto-install unlock at MR10. And I'm like...
It makes it so much easier.
It's like, really, that should just be something you do the whole time. Like, there should be no MR limit on that.
Okay, so all of mine are filled out.
I should probably fill out the rest of mine. I got a bunch of them I need to fill out now.
I just did a lot of mine.
Let's see.
I only have 1, 2, 3, 7, 9.
I've literally
like
got
12
30.
sculptures.
I've got 30 Anasa sculptures, which are the big ones that are like 2,000 empty, 2,000 Indo empty, and they're like 34.50 when you fill them up.
Oh,
I
the
had
Anastas,
like
I only got
30
one
of
of
those
them.
that need to be filled in.
I got the Orcas,
Say what?
which are 2,700. I got one Anasa, 2 Aura. Oh, the other ones. I wouldn't really sell those for Endo, though, I don't think.
You said you don't want to?
Yeah, I want to sell those for Platinum.
Oh, well, yeah, that's the other thing you could do.
I'd rather be
For those
selling
people,
shit for Plat, just because Plat's so versatile.
yeah, that's reasonable.
Right?
Especially now that Indo is a lot easier to farm than it used to be.
Yeah.
Prior to 1999, Indo was a pain in the ass to farm. Well, really, Railjack kind of eased a lot of that pain, so it really wasn't that 1999 was necessary for that, but it definitely helped. But now it's like I've just never, ever since 1999 for sure, I've never really had to worry about trying to either sell sculptures or, go out and try to farm Indo.
Well, if you just do missions and stuff, you get Endo on its own a lot.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Especially the 1999 missions, they tend to award a lot. Bounties will give you a lot of Indo. You get like 4,000 a lot of times in certain legs of bounties. So you could easily come out of a bounty with, 1,200 Indo if on a good day. I mean, technically you come out with as much as 20, but that's not likely.
Oh, this fucking eyelash is stabbing the fuck out of me in the eye.
I'm really more curious as to how much Indo worth of Iatane sculptures I actually have, because I've picked up a bunch of sculptures and done some Maru weeklies and whatnot. I've got a bunch of sculptures that I don't have any stars in yet, and I know the last time I checked, I had about 300,000 worth of Indo, and I had about 20 Anasa sculptures at the time, which are the most, ones you get the most for.
Yeah.
And now I've got twice that number, plus a bunch of other smaller sculptures.
Okay. I'm trying to kill my Kodolith right now.
Yeah, I'm kind of working on mine too.
Wait, no, I don't gotta go to here. I gotta go to PC.
Alright, got all my analysis filled in. That's 49 sculptures at 3450 per. Now to do the smaller ones.
You want me to turn it off of public?
It doesn't matter.
I
I
got
don't
a
care.
75% duet chance right now, so.
Yeah, it doesn't matter to me. I don't. I frankly don't care one way or the other whether we go public, because
Well, then we can get their legends too, though.
unless you end up with like serious shitheads, it's not usually a big deal.
They try to leave right away, like every time.
Oh yeah, now if you're trying to do something specific, like you want to stay as long as you can, then yeah, you don't want to go public usually. Although you could, and just if you're doing endless, there's no reason not to go public because anybody who wants to leave just leaves,
Yeah.
and you just keep going.
Not good
But
for anything with a
but
pulse.
if you're trying to do something really specific,
Only
especially
way to stop
something
them
that kind of
is to
requires the
put them
entire group to
down
stay,
first.
then yeah, you'd wanna not do public in that case.
See, like, exploring's the most fun, and honestly, that's why I hate leaving. I'm like, I want to try to find all the treasures. Actually, speaking of, I just heard something over here.
I heard something too.
What the fuck was that sound? There's like a...
Usually they're not up in here though. That's where I thought I heard it. But usually when I hear it this close, it's over here. But unless you picked it up already.
Maybe I did?
You might have.
Oh shit, there's a skate park here.
There's a what?
I found a skate park.
This sector is home
Oh.
to Scaldra high
Oh, I
security
got
Yes.
Furron symbols.
If Burbon charges will get you
Whatever
inside,
the fuck, the cats.
but you've gotta be quick. They're rigged to self-destruct.
Maybe they're self-destruct. Shit, I'm really far away. I gotta go over here. One thing that's pretty hard is opening that one
It's gonna deadlock
container.
permanently. Clock ticking. Look for Burbon charges.
Oh shit! How far away?
I have an Furron charge. I have a couple. How do I use them?
You gotta get to the supply cache and just press the interact
Okay,
key
so where's the
in order to
cache?
deliver it.
Is it down over by you?
It's underground, yeah.
Just start putting a waypoint on that fucking thing. I can't remember how to find it a lot of the time.
Yeah, there is a waypoint on it. Where there's a what you call it, indicator on it.
Not the gold.
All right, I got one in.
Is it over there by you?
Yeah. Two in, and then when you deliver yours, that should do it.
We need one more.
Oh, okay, moving on.
So I gotta find a kitty, right? Got it.
You got the last charge
I think so.
or the cat?
I don't know.
Yeah,
no,
you got the
got
last
it.
charge.
Cool.
Sweet. All right.
To the victor!
Yeah, what I don't like is being in groups that don't even try. It's just like,
Or when people are throwing so much shit out, I can't fucking see. Now I can
And
just
and I don't mind in groups that don't try when nobody's trying, but when somebody puts in like one or two of them, then like the whole group might as well kick in and at least try.
Right, you just gotta find
There's
one.
barely any tech
Like
rot
two.
in the
Yeah,
area.
exactly.
Not hard.
One or two per person. I mean, obviously it scales with the size of the group, but
Locals so the soldier loyal can move in.
yeah, typically even in a group of 4, you only need about like 4 or 5 of them,
Ultra.
or 6 of them at the most.
So now we just get to kill things and look for treasures, right?
There won't be any treasures when there's a cache, or there's no
really?
vault when there's a cache.
There
Yeah.
won't be a vault or treasures. Ah.
You see a vault?
No, you said there won't be, right?
Oh
Wait, I
yeah,
just found a treasure.
that's been my experience. Is that the vault doesn't spawn when there's a cache,
So I just found a hex treasure though.
and the cache doesn't spawn. Well, the cache only spawns in exterminate missions anyway.
Okay.
The vaults tend to spawn in other missions in pretty much everything else.
Are those the ones where I had to shoot the fuse boxes? Because I shot 2 fuse boxes, but couldn't figure out how to open this one room. I had a bunch of shit in it.
Yeah, those are just general secret rooms that sometimes will contain hex treasures. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Just depends.
Oh, those are for on samples I'm getting from the cast. I see.
Sample truths. Maybe these heathens go right.
How am I outside?
I'll tell you where the vaults are most annoying is in the
I mean, I don't think I've
in
seen
the
the vaults in this yet.
well, when I say vault, it's just a safe.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a safe that shows up that contains a hex treasure and a arcane usually, and probably either a bunch of indoor or a bunch of hollers. The only thing I know for sure that it has is the hex treasure and the arcane, or the arcane. But at any rate, the point is they don't tend to spawn at all in the. At least I've never run across one in the exterminate mission. You get the arcanes instead from the supply caches. But in other missions, they all can spawn a vault, or they all do spawn a vault. If you look for it, you'll find it. The problem is in I'm dying.
Are you okay?
Shit.
Okay.
Yeah, I need to pick up. Well, I might be able to do it myself. Okay.
That's your lich, right?
Probably.
Mine's an
Yep, that was mine. Damn it, I forgot to switch out my Paragon mod. I had the right mod in, but I didn't have the boosters. I didn't swap it out and put the boosters in place of the other two.
Oh, the potent. So you only need like the one that you need and then the potency, right? Because I did that already.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Cool.
So you put all of the antivirus mods in until you find the one that works, and then once you find the one that works, you replace the others with potency mods. And I forgot to change out the potency mods in the last time.
Found a Harambe statue.
Not a surprise, given that we're in a zoo.
Are we in a zoo? Oh.
Yeah, this is a zoo. You didn't recognize the animal pens? Anyway, the thing I was about to say, the most annoying place that the safes will spawn is in the survival missions because it's hard to. I mean, unless you're in a group. If you're in a group, then it's not a big deal because 3 people can kind of maintain the life support and the kills for the life support.
What are these random green goo I keep breaking up? I keep finding them places.
Say what?
There's like green globs on shit, but it doesn't say anything. I just keep breaking them.
Yeah, those are probably the explosive blobs that the I forget what the hell these things are called. The God, I can't see it. The babbages? No, not bad. Whatever the hell those things are called.
You said bad bitches? We got bad bitches in here?
I said bad
Fucking with
bitches.
you,
Yeah.
fucking with you.
Yeah. Unfortunately, my screen resolution was so not screen resolution, but I had the game window size shrunk, so I couldn't read what it was saying. But now I can see. Oh, I heard something. I hear you, buddy. You're around here somewhere. Damn cold. I found you.
Nice.
Yeah, it's one of the paratrooper units throws blobs of ephemeron. That's the stuff you're seeing.
The green goo.
Yeah. Damn it! They die so fast I can't read what they're called.
I'm just trying to tag
No, that wasn't just you. They just.
That's the last of them. Time to go home.
Should we like try to find some shit or something?
Say what?
Should we keep trying to find like some treasure?
I mean, if you want to keep looking for them, we can. There's like, what, 4 more?
I'm not trying to find all of them, but just finding is pretty fun. It's a cat. ATM. This is a nice apartment.
I see one of them.
Yeah, I thought I heard something over there.
Alright, so we got 3 more. I think the big pizza box is probably going to be one of them unless you found one already.
I found a couple.
In this run?
Yeah.
Okay. Then the others are going to probably be small.
Should we go back underground? Is that what we got? Where we probably gotta search? No, this is back to. This is the extraction.
Yeah.
The extraction? It's up to you.
I mean, I normally would, because it takes so long a lot of times to find all of them. Sometimes I do, but more often than not, it's not worth the time, because you could do multiple missions and probably get like the same number in just the same amount of time from doing multiple missions. But it's your call. I don't mind staying around and looking.
This just helps me familiarize myself with the layout of this fucking place.
That's a good reason to do it. The only time you don't want to do it is like in a survival or something where time matters. But with something like an exterminate, it doesn't. Once you finish the
Objective,
even with these, if you stay in here long enough, it'll think that you've gotten lost or whatever, and it'll time out your mission.
Really?
But it takes a long time for that to happen. I hear one.
Right here.
Yep, I see it.
Cereal. Let's go. Oh, oh shit. I didn't know I
don't
can actually
think I
time it
have.
out for that too. That's crazy.
Unfortunately, I don't have a loot mod on, but I do see
I have an
a
Orc and eye.
pizza box.
Oh, nice. I have an Orc and eye.
That works.
Where should I use that charge at? Probably.
Well, go back to where I was standing with the. Well, actually, just you could at this point you could do it almost anywhere because I've already got the one that the pizza box thing. I've got the Orc and Eye too, or I got the air support charge. No, that's the same thing. I've got the Orc and Eye too, but mine is on a cooldown because I used it once
Mine
already.
didn't find anything. It's probably not this
Okay.
area.
Yeah, that means it's probably closer to the entrance, and we're closer to the exit. My cooldown will be up in like a minute, so if we head toward the entrance, if we can figure out where the entrance is. Then we could probably use it again there.
So what do they sound like again? I forgot.
It's hard for me to mimic the sound,
It's like a
but it's a bit of a warble, like woo 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 woo.
Oh, okay. Oh, this gave me tech right over here. Yeah, I just got the big map pulled up right now, or the whole screen. I'm like,
Okay. I may have found, well, at least I found the underground tunnels that we came through.
oh, you did?
So I'm checking back checking back under here.
Has to be down there, I'm thinking.
The question is, where should I set off this Orc and Eye?
So how long is that cooldown for air support?
10 minutes.
Oh, that's a long time.
That's why I'm trying to pick out where's the best place for me to set this off. Because if I do it too early, it'll just be wasted. The best, if you want to actually search for those on a hardcore basis, what you want to do is make sure you're using Thief's Wit or some other loot type mod that lets you see the containers. And then you can look on the map and see where the containers are bundled, and it's going to be usually hidden among those.
Okay.
And you can also use golden something or other. I forget what the hell the name of it. You'd have to subsume it onto a frame that has a free subsume slot. But it's kind of like the Orc and Eye, but it's I forget the name of it. It's golden something or other. But at any rate, it'll kind of let you know whether or not you're in an area that has a treasure, and then that kind of helps you narrow down where to actually place your orc and eye, or where to use your orc and eye.
Okay.
We can do it. We can do another one after this, and I can kind of show you. I'll need to jump on a different frame in order to do it because I don't have a slot on this one that I'd want to use that for.
Ow, that hurt.
All right.
My whole
All right.
shield.
Let's see. I think I'm close enough to the entrance that. Oh, yep. Pinged one.
Yeah.
All right. There's one left.
Do we get anything for getting them all?
Not really.
No.
Just the fact that you got them all.
So, is it okay for me to be turning those in for, like, rep and standing or whatever? Or should I be saving them, you think?
Really, that's all they're good for is rep. So, yeah. Yeah, they're literally not useful for anything else.
Oh, that's good. Found another kitty. Yeah. Found an interesting area right here.
Just at this point now, I just want to see if I can find this last one, just cause.
I think I found the room that one guy was tortured in.
Say what?
Yeah, this is the room that one guy was tortured in, I swear to God.
Oh yeah, where they tortured Entrati.
Yeah. It's the subway thing.
Mm-hmm.
I just like filling out the whole map. A lot of kitties over here in ATMs. We robbing the ATMs, boys. I should really develop some software that lets me do that.
Mm-hmm. Alright, I am definitely back at the entry point.
Gotcha.
Double checking these wings just to make sure we didn't overlook something. Unfortunately, my orc and eye is on cooldown, so I can't use that check.
I can use mine.
But I don't hear anything.
Sometimes it's in those second floor rooms, I've noticed. Like
Yeah, but
floors
even then,
above
you
now.
usually, if you're close, you usually hear it, so. And right now, I'm not hearing it.
I'm gonna use mine, because I feel like I can hear something. Nothing?
That doesn't surprise me, given there's only one left.
Yeah, I'm just hearing the... Or is that just the music in game?
Well, I was near a truck that was beeping, like the backup beep sound. So I don't know if you heard that. That. Do you hear it now? If not, then it wasn't what I'm hearing.
Nah.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
hearing
you
like...
can't hear what I hear.
I keep hearing this like... But it's like the music from the game or some shit, or just like some ambient background audio.
Could be. I mean, there's a remote possibility that I could be wrong about the vault or about the safe, and maybe you're hearing the key. but I'd be surprised if that's the case.
Oh, I found the elevator shaft. Let's go down. Hey, buddy.
Oh, I think I heard it.
Yeah?
I heard something. Huh? Wait. Thought I heard something. Or not. The thing about these audio cues is your mind will play tricks on you.
No, that and the amount of ambient audio in this game is kind of insane.
Yeah, but I mean, eventually, especially when you've
Get used
gotten
to
enough of them, you get used to the, yeah, your mind kind of attunes to that particular sound. But sometimes it'll make you, you'll hear certain things that'll make you think you're hearing that sound, but you're not. Overdeveloped pattern recognition. Alright, let me use mine one last time from here and see if... Oh, that was a waste. Nope. Actually, let's head toward the exit. There might be one... Well, you keep looking. I'll head toward the exit. If there's one near the exit, I'll let you know, and then you can just come on to the exit. Because there's a lot of times there is one near the exit.
Yeah. So weird with no enemies here. Look how big this
Nope,
whole
not in this map. Nothing near the exit.
The map's so big. Looks like I'm filling out the entire tile set. The tile set does have an end though.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a beginning and an end to it.
It can't randomize the city in Hulvania every time, can it?
I mean, it's basically just randomizing how the tile sets fit together. When you're in a given tile set, that's going to look the same every single time. But there's multiple tile sets that come together to make a single map. So which tile sets are chosen and how they fit together varies.
Oh, okay. So spooky.
We might want to start making it toward the exit because we might be coming up on that. Yeah, coming up on that timeout, and it doesn't necessarily give you a warning.
Really?
Yeah, I've actually had situations where I was just about at the exit, and all of a sudden it timed out on me, and I was like, "What the hell?" And I got a mission failure, which pissed me off because I lost all my shit. And it's definitely not worth that for just one Iatane treasure when we got 8 of them. Or not Iatane treasure, I meant to say hex.
Yeah, I knew what you meant, I got you.
You know what I meant.
Oh.
I'll go on ahead in that way. Since it's an extraction, I think we both extract at the same time. If you don't make it here, you'll still extract when I extract. That way it won't time out.
should make it there in time. I was just stuck in a dead end for a little bit.
Yeah. I watched a YouTube video, I think it was yesterday. Somebody, it was one of those just, you know, silly little, not so much a tier ranking video, it was really more of, the premise was, you can pick 10 warframes to protect you against all the other warframes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it was an interesting idea, but as they were going through it, one of the things they said was they got to Caliban, it was like Caliban would just die.
Yep.
And I was like, you clearly have never played Caliban. A lot of people shit on Caliban because he wasn't quite great when he first came out, but that was just because there was some gaps in his kit that made him a little more vulnerable than he should have been.
Damn, I got
But
11
ever
slots
since
left for this.
ever since the rework, Caliban is a defensive beast.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't look at him and think of him as a defensive frame, but he is ideal for that. He has crowd control in his 2, which is Sentient Wrath. He stomps the ground, and in a 360-degree circle around him within a certain radius, all enemies hit by the wave are lifted. So they can't move. Unless they're Eximus, but then the only thing you have to deal with are the Eximi. And then once you remove the Overguard, they also get lifted. And that lifted status stays for like a good few seconds. It's not like it's 2 or 3 seconds. It's like a good, at least 10 to 15 seconds. Then on top of that, he has in his third ability, he can summon sentience. And he has 3 different types he can summon. He has he can summon 3 melee sentience, 3 range damage sentience, and then something called the Sumulus, which in turn summons a bunch of Chorulus, is what they're called. And when I say a bunch, I mean like we're talking 7.
Oh shit.
So when you use the Sumulus and it summons the 7,
Mm-hmm.
those 7 draw aggro. And so when you put them out onto a battlefield, especially in a defensive mission, most of the enemy is busy dealing with them and not shooting at your defense target.
Okay. I'm gonna
So
go to the bathroom real
between,
quick. I'll be right
yeah,
back,
go ahead.
right? Same
All right.
break.
No problem.
I'm back, buddy. Sorry about the wait.
Alright. No problem.
Ready to do some,
Sitting here outfitting. Yeah, give me a second. I'm outfitting my. I'm trying to set up a companion that will help with loot find. And I'm just outfitting him at the moment. Give me a second.
Now, which of these was the good one for? So I got turn off and use cheese puff. Yeah, you're for looting. Yep, he's got the loot radar and enemy radar. Yep. That's all spawn mods there are. Cool. Cheese puff is even more like a cheese puff now. Alright. I got 2 house scrubs up for the 100% duet. So it'll be one of these. You can start it whenever you're ready. I'm just gonna go do some modding.
Alright.
I don't think there is any mods I can do.
Let me see now. Put some bond mods on this bad boy.
Usually let me get some info by breaking down some mods. Putting a lot of my extra shit into fucking, or extra mods into Endo right now. Might be able to drastically increase my, whatchamacallit. That's 5k Endo, that's really good actually.
This could work.
Alright, give me a sec here. so many copies of these. Holy shit. Do you break down your extra mods into Endo?
Yes. That's actually one of the, for the early game in particular, that's one of the best ways to try to get into. The mid game, you should be relying on the Itan sculptures, and in late game, it's just running the missions and bounties.
Just like, wow, I have 100 of a bunch of these.
Yeah. Now, you still want to keep multiples of certain mods, just so that you can have them at different
like
ranks.
4 to 5 of each, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say you want to keep at least a certain number of multiple. I don't know how many, extras you keep is up to you, but
I prefer
you generally want to
4
have
to 5
certain
so I can
mods
have...
at different ranks.
Yeah.
Say what?
Yeah, that's exactly what I like doing.
Yeah. But so what I usually do is I'll basically keep like 10 and then get rid of the other. Now I don't do it on a regular basis. So right now, if you look at my mod inventory, it's just a plethora of I got ridiculous numbers of mods. But yeah, whenever I do decide to clean them out, I basically just go and like get rid of all but 10 of each.
I'm gonna keep like 5, 6. Should be good.
It's nice that they added the bulk thing.
Yeah.
Because
now I can upgrade my 1 serration to max. Yes. And I'm exactly where I was before I did that. Nice. Okay, cool.
oh wow, if I dissolved all the mods that I could dissolve right now, it would net me either 294,090 endo or 13,731,800 credits.
Okay.
And that's just doing uncommon and below. That's not including like.
I think I only have uncommon and below. So wait, I got blue or like silver-ish, and then brown.
Yeah, right. Yeah, uncommon and below.
We don't break down the golds because I don't have extras.
You could if you have enough extras, but a lot of times those might be worth selling for platinum. It depends. Some of them are, some of them aren't. But you definitely don't want to do a mass removal of the gold.
These ones I keep getting all the time. I just did this like a little while ago, not too long ago.
Mm-hmm.
Modding really is the most important thing in this game.
Say what?
Modding really is like the most important thing in this game, huh?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Mods are what matters. The frame you choose, none of that necessarily matters outside of what playstyle do you want to focus on. But in terms of like how much damage you do or how well you survive, all that comes down to mods. Well, not all of it, but the vast majority of it comes down to mods. Some of it does come down to frames, but let me know when you're ready and I'll go hit the OK. Oh, wait, I need to switch out a weapon. I didn't realize we were doing hell scrubs. I don't like doing hell scrubs without a basis. Alright, I'm good whenever you are.
kind of want to turn in one of my treasures and see if I can
Now
max
to test
the
it on
prime
the
thing,
field.
but I'm fine. I have a prime cold mod, but I should probably wait to max that one. Yeah, I think I am ready.
Alright.
Alright.
The frame I'm going in with is really not ideal for Hell Scrubs because it's Caliban.
I
But
just take
I
down
wanted to show off some of the stuff I was talking about.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't really help them that much in the Hell Scrubs, but still.
You want a clean rot? Here to get those pretty hands dirty. First, I run Amir's fancy little comp sci project to force the Hell Scrubbers to the surface. Next, I need you to keep them
Found a high
clean
treasure.
and for as long as you can. Got it?
That was fast. So, will the treasures show up on my loot radar?
Well, not directly. What they show up as loot items. Most of the time, those little squares will be containers.
Right.
But the X treasures show up in the same way. So if you're going around trying to look to see where you want to maybe set off your Orican eye, you can use the container boxes on the map to kind of figure out where is a good spot to try.
Why is this scrubber clean? Oh wait, no, it's not even here. What am I thinking? What is it?
Hey, I need 20 cc's. I'll fix your damn shit.
I found the
No,
safe.
don't make it to this one in time.
I found the
Yeah, that's
safe.
fine. If you see the key for it, go for it. Oh, I hear it.
Now you get to do things the hard way.
I got it.
That's mine.
Code injections like activated charcoal for the tech rot. Makes
All right.
sense these Hell
Give me a
Scrubbers
second. Let me
right
move.
now.
Shield! It didn't let me activate my shield! I'm dead.
I got you.
That's my Kodo Lich too. He didn't let me activate my shield at all.
Uh-oh.
You okay?
Well, I'm down, but I'll be alright.
Damn, I'm taking so much fucking damage. Fuck!
Yeah, they are doing some hell damage.
Just gotta kill my
It's also there's some toxin tech rot down here too. So if you're toxin, it basically ignores shields. So if you don't, it's like I only have 290 health. So if I step into a toxin fall, I'm dead.
So I got one of my.
That's why I went down the last time.
The other Kodo thing. So are we good on that thing?
Yeah. If you've already tested it to see if it went down, yeah. Oh, that one's mine. Shit. And I still haven't. I forgot to freaking do the thing again. So I'm only gonna get 5% out of it.
Oh, you didn't change it while I was gone?
No, I forgot to change my thing. I was working on other stuff and then forgot to change out my Paragon mine.
You need a little close, no?
So you only have to execute one of them?
Yeah.
So like what
You
happens?
just gotta
if you
have both of
one
them down. You gotta get both of them down, and then you have to execute one. I really wish I had put on a potency mod, but oh well.
Coming out of the rot. There's some stuff we might be interested in.
Alright,
Like this.
can we extract now then?
See?
Probably?
My ass is out here on the line.
Yeah, we can.
Oh yeah.
Extraction.
We just got one
I
execute
mean,
on
we already got the vault, so
Oh, you did?
there's no other yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so there's no other reason to stay, really.
Fuck that here.
60 seconds to critical. Activate a scrubber, set off some spore eggs, or get the hell out of there.
I can go very fast. Fuck the motorcycle. I
Yeah,
can't steer that
I
thing.
stopped actually.
I can't steer that thing.
I stopped to actually shoot some shit. Yeah, that didn't really show off his abilities very well, but a defense mission would, but it's whatever.
Unread inbox messages.
Let me swap. Well, first of all, let me deal with
swap
this
your shit, yeah.
Parazon thing. Alright. Don't need those. I need that.
Like I say,
Do I have
harvest.
anything that'll give me a
So
lot?
I'm gonna do
Yeah,
another
give
house
me a
scrub,
lot, so.
then that harvest, and then we can do the exterminate. Hell yeah.
How many turbo protects do I have? I guess I'll use that.
Actually, have I checked what the fucking calendar thing is for the thing? Kill Scalger troops. Oh, so I have to do Scalger. Ah.
Alright, give me a second. I'm gonna swap.
Operator, the system needs you.
We're
Will you
doing another
begin
health
another
scrub. Give
mission?
me a sec. Let me go to this dude.
I think it's time for me to get rid of these disposable vapes. They're already all on last bars and shit.
Hmm.
This one's still at 22%, so I guess you can stay for now. These fucking things are all shit.
Keeping this short and sweet. Go into the heart of the infestation. Recover the lost hell scrubbers. Keep them clean. And when the timing is right, you fire them off and you kill the tech rot at source. The spores.
Where am I going? Is this where we're supposed to go?
Yes. Well, it depends on what you're trying to get to. If you're trying to get to the scrubs, then yeah, you're heading in the right direction. If you're looking for treasures, then maybe not.
No, I'm trying to find the scrubber. I'm taking so much damage from the poison and shit. Jeez.
Hey, you think I'm playing? Shoot that build
How
up
is that
off
thing
now.
already almost done?
Oh, they build up fast.
It only summons the bad thing. It doesn't make our survivability go like low quicker, does it?
What, the build up on the thing? Yeah, it just summons the babaus. And you lose that scrubber, so you can't use it to give yourself more life support. But the Babaos will drop like 3 life support cells, so. Okay, I'm hearing the treasure.
Amir's code injection is like
Which means
activated
it's
chemicals
probably
in the
up
tech
here.
rot. Makes them puke these hell scrubbers right back up.
Nope. Let's see. Yep, found it. Zeke, are you stalking us? What the hell, man?
Oh, that's mine.
Yeah.
Where's he at? Down there?
Working on it.
Oh, you
There
got
we
him?
go. Got him.
Nice, thank you.
Yeah.
Couldn't see the other one.
Technically, Lizzie got him.
Done.
I love Lizzie.
Please, the Earth Rock. So does that mean I have to go to Earth?
If they're finished, yeah.
New health scrubber bubbling up.
After this, we would go to Earth. Although,
Guys, so fucking fast.
you might want to wait until we get mine down before you go to Earth.
I'll wait for that.
Well, yeah, not just because wait for me, but if we both go together, then you'll get an extra heart cell for helping me bring mine down, and I'll get an extra one for helping you bring yours down.
Oh, sick. Yeah, we only had a 25% chance. I just wanted to get this one done. I hate these missions, so I'm like, oh, we won't find them in this one. But I was already pretty close to finishing this back and stuff. I'm gonna make my way over to B for us.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna go ahead and get these, treasures, I guess, since they're lit up.
Yeah, I did those. I used my air support and they found them, and I'm like, oh shit, there's too many enemies.
Scrubber build up. Stat.
Shit.
Oh, I'm way too far away to get these.
Yeah, good. Okay. Wait, no, not good. There's one more. There we go.
Yeah, the good thing is as long as you start to kill the spores, it'll actually knock back the
They won't keep increasing?
It'll actually reduce it. So like, so each spore adds a certain percentage of, corruption or whatever on it. Each time you kill a spore, it reduces that meter.
Health scrubbers coming out of the rot. There's some stuff we might be interested in. Like this. See? My ass is out here on the line too. Marking extraction. Use it when you need it, but only if you need it.
How many of the things I marked for the treasures?
There's 3 more.
3 more? Nice. I see it. Okay, I see them. One's down there.
Well, there may be more than 3 available, but there's 3 more marked.
Right.
There's 4 more total. So we don't have to look for all of them.
One. I'm doing such big damage now with the bricks.
Great. You lost a scrubber, but that's the least of your
Ooh,
problems.
pizza box. Nice. Those are the only ones I really, really care about, because those give you the most, the most reps.
Yeah.
So as long as if I find the pizza box, I'm happy. If I don't find any others in there, I'm happy.
No pizza. Oh, dude, I'm starving right now too. I just remembered I subbed from Mark.
There is a vault. You might as well go for that too.
Sure.
Just gotta figure out where the key is.
So the key will be around here somewhere?
Down here somewhere. Yeah. I hear it. Just past it. I got it. And we got the ball. Alright. Got all but 2 of them. That's good enough.
Well, for one of these kind of missions, suck. Let's get
Yeah.
out of here. Oh, Betty. Should I try using the scrubber before we leave?
Say what?
Should we try using the scrubber before we leave just to make sure we have enough time?
We got plenty. We got
plenty
74% survivability. Yeah. We're at 90% survivability now, so we're good.
I just killed a shit ton of enemies, yeah. They jump around and it's so hard to shoot them. Hate the tech rock.
Why a flamethrower is usually the best thing to take against them.
Oh, yeah. I haven't even used the flamethrowers.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next one's for you. You choose, I guess.
Let's see. What do I have? Alright, we can either do another Hell Scrubber, we could do Legacytes, or we could do,
Let's do the Legacyte and then the Exterminate.
the Extermination. Okay, so you want to do Legacyte first?
Yeah, I wanted to do the one Hell Scrub and then the Legacyte and Extermination.
Do you want to do...
Mine was on the
do
first.
you want to do the... You want to do the Steel Path Exterminate, or Legacyte, or the regular?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I do good damage, but I still think I need some important mods. Like a good Riven or something is what I probably need for the Quartak. I've been using the shit out of Quartak. I like it a lot. I mean, my Bratton Prime's a bit stronger now too, though.
It's funny because Nox seems to hate the Quartak, and I'm like, the Quartak's a good weapon. I don't know what.
It's really good. If I put the swap something out for like the fire rate mod, it'd be even better. But you know, just got a slow fire rate. It's just heavy and chunky.
Resources to grow and evolve its Legacytes.
I mean, it's basically a rifle that acts like a shotgun.
Dude, you can jump through
It's
the
a shotgun that puts rifle mods on it.
Bro, I broke the globe.
Say what?
I broke the globe.
Oh, yeah.
I was like this, and I went.
I never jumped through it. I always just shot it.
I didn't know you could do either.
I may have jumped through it and just didn't pay attention to it.
Funny, huh? Why am I invisible? How am I invisible? I hit 4 and 3 at the same time.
You might be invisible because of shade, but that's unlikely given that you're far away from me. No, I have shade.
Oh.
I don't know whether it affects you or not, though.
I jumped off my motorcycle and tried blowing it up.
Ensure her safety.
And shade only really tends to make you go invisible when enemies are nearby, so... Whether or not, though, again, I don't know whether it affects you at all. It may not. Nope, because I'm invisible now and I can't see you.
Grab those
Kalima's let me do a treasure.
have a whiff of them. That will help her find our target. you. Now.
Clemens, this is a dead end, buddy. Yeah, I love how my cortex technically is silent. I'm like, yeah, sure, loud as fuck, bang. Get off our cat, you fuckers. Oh, that's right, I have my decreased range on my ability right now. That's why it's so small.
Our faithful Kabat has roused the prey. Bring it down and drain it.
Wait a minute, I found a pizza box.
It's trying to run. Stop it. Escape is failure.
Yeah.
Now consume the beast. It is done. Either flee to extraction now, or if you have it in you, ask Kalimos to find the next Lagosite. Remember, the tech rot evolves quickly, and your next battle
We can leave or
will
we
be
can
harder
stay.
to
It's your
kill.
call.
Hmm?
We can leave or we can do another run. It's your call.
Let's do another one. See if we can get your thing to fall.
With every Lagosite we cut down, a new one instantly emerges. How deep does this go? Seek out Kalimos.
I thought I hit. Kalimos tracking it and I hadn't.
Another Lagosite has finished gestating. Kalimos has the scent.
I'm glad Clemus is over here. I swear I'm hearing a treasure or some shit over here. This is the one thing I gotta grab. Clemus, this is present. You keep this or not, I'm around.
Say what now?
I heard a voice line.
Probably heard Lizzie. Was it a female voice?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Lizzie. That's my guitar.
Rally to her side while she recovers. Target has surfaced. Take it down before it dives back into the mulch. It's on the run. Give chase.
Got it.
It's been broken. Harvest it.
Alright, I guess we can extract. I thought like the longer that we did this, like the more chance for your guy to spawn.
I don't think so. I know the longer you do it, obviously, the better rewards you get, or not better,
Oh, hey,
but
could you
you get
tell me about something real quick before
you
we
get
leave?
more rewards.
Could you tell me about this thing right down here?
And you will over time get like
Fly over here.
massive endo drops, but again, it's not like I need endo.
Fly, do you see something here?
But you know, but as far as like the increased chance of the
Fly, come back. Not over there, not over there. Here,
coda
I'm
to
pink.
spawn.
I need to know what this thing is or what to do with it.
Oh, I know what it's supposed to be, but they didn't set it up to actually do it.
Oh, okay.
You remember doing the vaults on Deimos
What about
where
this thing?
when you go to exit? That's what it's supposed to do, is it's supposed to basically latch you and take you to the exit, but they didn't bother to set it up.
Kind of
That is a secret passageway to a room that can have a treasure in it. Whether it does, I don't know. Probably not. Nope, it doesn't today. Yeah, it doesn't today. But it could have a treasure in it. Sometimes they spawn in there.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, let's get out of here. Thanks, buddy. Oh, a lot of really good loot right here.
Checking for
This counts as being in the extraction up here?
Say what?
This counts as being in the extraction?
Yep. Anything past that first overhead walkway counts as extraction.
Oh god, I gotta eat. Fuck. I gotta stop looking at the pizza.
Making you hungry, huh?
Yeah. I got hibachi and like a sub from Mark's in the fridge right now. Might just go get that
They are
sub
not
real
as
quick.
encrypted as they should be.
Alright. You want to do Scaldra or Tech-Rot Exterminate?
Exterminate. Exterminates are way more
I'm
fun.
saying Scaldra or Tech-Rot.
Oh, Scaldra. Scaldra. Because I gotta kill the Scaldra. For my calendar thing.
Yeah. I forget where my calendar's set to.
After this, I'm probably gonna go get that
Might be
sub and
melee
just
stuff.
eat it for a sec. Probably eat pretty quick.
After this, you're gonna get what?
My sub from downstairs.
Oh.
I'll just eat that shit.
Alright.
Scaldra purge
True,
squad
true.
just moved
Should
into
not
the
take
area.
long.
They're putting down anything that moves. Infested and civilians alike. How's about we return the favor? I'm talking total wipeout.
This is where I gotta go. Wait, we don't gotta go no further, we just gotta kill things. Hex treasure.
Oh, okay. No, I don't go through it unless I shoot it. I was actually standing on it.
This sector is home to a Scaldra high security cache. If Fervon charges will get you inside, but you gotta be quick. They're rigged to self-destruct.
So we gotta get the Fervon charges again?
When it comes up, she's just announcing that it's in the area, but it's not. It hasn't set off yet.
Shit.
But it probably will at some point pretty soon. Ah. Oh shit! Rocket launcher hit somebody for 51 million.
Holy fuck.
You don't crack that cache soon,
Okay.
it's gonna deadlock permanently. Clock's ticking. Look for Furbon charges.
Yeah, I struggle with finding all this stuff in time. Not good with the time.
Yeah. Got a hex trigger at least. Found one charge. I hate when it's in a really wide open area like this because they could be almost anywhere, and the time it takes to freaking find them, you lose the tag.
They'll be on the ground, right?
They can be on the ground, on the roof. They can be literally almost anywhere.
Oh.
That's the thing that makes them so frustrating to find.
Oh, found one. Oh, that's right,
Yeah,
but
I
they get
got
the quest
one.
marker, don't they?
Say what?
They get the quest marker when you get close to them.
No, it's more they're glowing on the ground when they get close. The quest marker shows up on the case itself.
Okay, we need one more.
I don't know if we're gonna get this one. 'Cause I am like all over the place and I'm not seeing any.
It has the
I
little
got
green
one,
beam.
but I've already turned it in.
I turned mine in too. Do
We
they
got
have an
one
audio
more we
cue or
gotta
anything?
turn. Nope, they're just glowing. Yeah, we only got 2 seconds left. We're not gonna make it. Yeah, I hate that shit. I cannot stand when they put them in like wide open areas like that because the
It was easier
charges
when I was
can
underground.
spawn.
They were like all in the same kind of.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. When they put them in wide open areas, the charges can spawn anywhere in the huge areas, and a lot of times they're very far apart from one another. And because of the fact that they're not always like plain to see and out in the open, you end up spending a lot of time trying to look, and then you lose the thing. But we tried, so whatever. It's not that big of a deal. Just a disappointment. Oh, you got it. I knew I heard it.
It was pain to use my air support. Trying to find
Yeah.
the effort.
Well, I knew I was in the area, but I didn't see exactly where it was.
Does air
I
support
saw
also
the
locate
indicator,
the
but
green things? Not the hex charges, but does air support also locate the Furbon charges?
say what?
Can air support locate Furbon charges?
No.
No. Oh, damn! I wasted one.
Well, it wouldn't find one now anyway because we've already lost the cache. Once they're gone, they don't spawn anymore. But even when
I
the
used
cache
it
is
right
still
like
up,
when
it
the thing
wouldn't.
actually like started spawning.
It wouldn't find it.
rot in the area. This is purely a civilian
That was
production.
so cute.
Clearing out locals so the Skuldra loyal can move in? I hate Skuldra.
Oh, this is your Shade Prime I found.
That's what I thought it was. I figured that was why he went invisible. He was probably close
No,
enough.
it didn't make me invisible. I've just been following it.
But I think if you're close enough, when it sends out its invisibility thing, it will affect the entire squad. If you're close enough, but not.
That's
But like if
so far
I
away
go
from
invisible
you,
and
that
you're
was
not close
crazy.
enough, did you just go invisible? Nope, never mind. I'm wrong. Because you were a lot closer to me now. I would figured if it was gonna work at all, it would work this year. So I'm not sure what made you go invisible that time.
That was weird. I got off the atomic cycle and then hit 4 and 2
Oh, that's it.
at the same
You
time.
must have hit 3 and 4 at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah. The 3 is what made you go invisible.
Where he goes in. Oh. Oh,
Yeah.
hey, I got another kitty over here you want. Oh, there you go.
Determination, man. That's what it takes to win. And we got it.
Oh, come on.
Did you get another one?
No, I just didn't. I didn't get them in time when they went down. There we go.
Oh, wow. Found the enemies.
You mean the barbecue?
Yeah. You're now invited to the cookout, buddy. You made it. Congrats.
That's the last of them. Time to go home.
Oh, I hear treasure. At least I thought I did.
I think I hear one by me, but it might just be this TV thing.
Yep, got one. Pizza box. Hot damn.
God, I'm getting even hungry. Alright, so we got your lich to spawn. We're doing good, right?
Yep. The only thing we missed out on was the cash, but that's not that big a deal. I don't have any arcanes I'm actually farming anyway.
Wait, am I trapped in this area? No. Yes. Wait a minute.
I'm at the exit. If you're looking for something, though, let me know. I won't go in.
I'm trying to get to you. This isn't going away from the fucking extract, though. Is there no way that this loops back around? Nope, I guess not.
Two at the exit. I got them both. There's one left.
There's one more.
Somewhere, yeah.
How is this entire area just fucking locked on to the left of the road?
You gotta come the long way, I think.
Yeah, I'm on the way.
Are you in the, well, never mind, I see you.
I'm back underground again.
Yeah. I'm coming to you.
Yeah, what I've been hearing is those TVs. Damn, this mall would be cool as fuck if I could go to it in real life. You know, before it's like
Yep.
this.
Before it looked like this, yeah.
Alright, I'm getting that sub. I'll be right back, buddy.
Alright.
Seems like every last corpus who signed on to Alex V's project in the clouds have yet to be heard from. That's what I call a cast iron non-disclosure agreement.
Ordis wonders, why is he here? Ordis supposes everyone has to be somewhere.
Bro, the cat wanted water, so I turn on the faucet. I
Mm-hmm.
open up like a little cupboard, right, to see if there's any food in it. Bag of chips falls down onto the ground, like the small bags, the tiny ones.
Mm-hmm.
The cabinet door doesn't open all the way, so I grab, pick it up, nail my fucking top of my head near the back, fucking right on the corner.
Ouch!
Right on the fucking crown, dude.
That hurts like a motherfucker.
Right on the fucking corner. I'm eating this up cold. I didn't want to make you wait, so I'm just like eating that real quick.
Communications await
That's
your
fine, I'm
attention.
eating too.
Please check your inbox at your earliest convenience.
Fuck, that hurt. It was like, open cupboard, bang, chips fall, grab the chips, pick head up, wham, right into it. Like, bro, what the fuck? Why do you guys gotta stack shit so crazily out of fucking... That fucking hurt like a bitch. Yeah, have you ever, do you have Mark's Pizzeria out where you are?
Mm-mm.
Dude, they do this stinger, which is like a flat strip steak on top of a fucking chicken tenders, and you can choose whatever sauce you want.
Mm.
They're all over the East, at least New York.
Yeah. You said it's Mark's?
Mm-hmm.
As ready as you will ever
We
be.
got a Marco's pizza, but not Mark's.
Mark's Pizzeria is like a chain franchise.
Yeah. Thought it was a regional though.
I thought about heating this sub up, but I don't want to risk any parts being hard for my teeth.
My dogs smell my food.
Nobody.
I'll give you that. Here. Now go away. You're already constipated, buddy. Why you sitting there acting like you just want to eat more? You're just torturing yourself.
I'm happy to have my punch through on this, but I'm not sure if I want to replace one of my mods with speed trigger so I can shoot faster or not. It'll lower the damage though. It's only at 1400 total.
Mm.
Hold on. Let me see. Oh, it goes down to 1100. Like 1200. And it lowers the magazine capacity. That's why I'm keeping magnetic capacity on.
You streaming anywhere? Just. Are you streaming anywhere or just?
Yeah, I'm streaming on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch.
Gotcha.
It's funny that I'm starving because I'm fine with eating food hot or cold for most shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you'll get sick. Dude, you can eat raw fucking meat. I never knew that until recently watching a hunter video.
You increase the likelihood that you will get sick if you eat raw meat.
I've been watching these hunter channels.
Mm-hmm.
They leave it out in air dry for a little bit, and then it's like, it's gummy meat. Oh, really? You can do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, the main thing is getting rid of bacteria and stuff.
Yeah.
On it, but
I think building a resistance to it is actually a thing.
It is.
Like,
That's the case
how
with
strong you
most.
can make your gut and shit.
Hmm.
You know how like if we go to other countries and try their food, we'll fucking almost die.
Yeah. Hmm. Well, you have two choices to be able to give yourself increased. What was it you wanted? Fire rate, right?
Yeah.
Um, Looking at your build,
I just didn't want to lower my damage really too much.
yeah. Um, One way that
I
you
could
would
just get
do
rid
it
of the
would
punch
require a
through.
ribbon.
Oh yeah.
You would need a ribbon that had viral on it, so that you could replace malignant force and prime prior rounds. Well,
Yeah, I don't
viral
have
and damage.
I don't have any ribbons for the core tech
Um,
yet.
yeah. The alternative is to remove metal auger, sacrifice the punch through, and give yourself fire rate instead.
Yeah. Is the punch through good? It feels like it's pretty good, right?
It is, particularly if you're dealing with enemies that clump together a lot, then you basically get multiple hits out of each shot.
Yep.
So in some cases, punch through is better than fire rate, and in other cases, fire rate is better than punch through. Um, if you're dealing with large hordes of enemies,
Well,
punch through is usually more your friend.
I can increase my fire rate if ever I use my red line. So like, I'm
Well,
just
I should say,
lazy. Huh.
yeah. I was gonna say, punch through is your friend if you're dealing with hordes of enemies that are clumped together. If you're dealing with hordes of enemies that are spread apart, fire rate is more your friend.
Okay.
What polarity is the fire rate mod? I forget.
Um. Matarai.
Okay. So getting rid of metal auger wouldn't really help you anyway because it's the wrong polarity.
Mhm.
Well, one thing you could do, well, you'd have to max out your primary dexterity to do it. Switch from primary. Do you have primary either deadhead or merciless? Your arcane. Because the other thing you could do is remove serration. Go with maxed out um, uh, primary arcane, which will give you a serration effect.
I
And
have a primary
then
merciless.
because that's additive, yeah, you'd
None
want
of
to
them
go
are maxed
with
though.
your best bet is either merciless or deadhead. But you probably don't have any. Well, you got one rank on deadhead. You need some more. Um,
Oh wait,
Crux
merciless
is
doesn't even
good,
require a
but
position
Crux
pick.
won't give you. Yeah, Crux won't allow you to swap out serration. Um, that would allow you to swap out anything that gives you like high status.
Oh, okay.
Um, so you to replace your serration, you would need either deadhead or merciless. Technically, dexterity would do it too, but the problem that you have right now
Immediately
is
goes
you
with
need a
switching.
max. You really want a max version of either of any of those
Mhm.
in order to really be able to replace serration. Right now, you don't have your ranks aren't high enough to actually replace serration.
Oh yeah, I know I'm gonna have to keep serration. It's like most of my
Yeah,
damage.
yeah, but that's the goal. Ultimately, when you get these arcanes maxed out, they basically replace serration, and then you can put something on that will basically multiply your damage as opposed to just simply adding to it.
See, this stacks
Um,
on kill 10% for 4 seconds, 12 times.
yeah, the way
But
it
this one lasts a
works, you
lot
end up with
longer.
like 320%. So like your serration, I think does 220 or something like that,
Mhm.
and these maxed out arcanes do 320. Um, and they're additive because they're additive. After you get above a certain point, you start getting diminishing returns, which is why it's a good idea to drop serration and get something that becomes multiplicative with that damage, as opposed to additive. But right now, your deadhead effect is not high enough with only one pip. Let's see. I don't have deadhead on Well, actually, you could go with Crux. And that still only increases your... So, like, for instance, let me share my screen, and you can see kind of what I did with my basis. Well, you're looking at the Cortac. I can look at my Cortac build, but give me a second. Let me share.
I'm looking.
Hang on. Getting to the point where I can share it. Alright, so this is my basis, but that's not what we want to look at. Are you using a regular Cortac or the Kuva Cortac?
Kuva.
Kuva, okay.
I like the Kuva a lot.
Yeah. Alright, so... Let's see.
Oh, you got our cool ribbon, too.
Yeah, I've got a ribbon on it. What I'm using in place of serration is galvanized aptitude and doing the multiplicative CO on the direct damage.
Right.
But even then, that doesn't really fully replace serration. I'm getting my punch through from this.
Gives fire rate and punch through. Oh, wow.
Yeah. And that actually is what you want to go for. That ultimately would replace your
That's shred,
punch through.
yeah.
It does, I think it gives you a little less, but it also gives you the fire rate. And then you got multiplicative, and then I've got between this and this, that's where most of my damage, my serration damage is coming from.
Sorry for the sound for a second. I hear my cat losing its shit again. She's been doing that a lot
I
lately.
gotta check to see whether. I gotta check to see whether. Is the Cortex multiplicative CO?
Yeah, I don't have any galvanized mods yet either.
Yeah, I actually may need to swap out my galvanized and put serration back on here. I just realized my
Can I see your total damage?
Cortex is not. Say what?
Can you scroll down on the left so I can see your damage?
Yeah, it's not high at the moment. I think
Oh, wow.
it's higher than it was on that though. But if I do,
Wait, I think, do you have a different Cortac than the Kuva Cortac I have? This is Talilo Ajam.
oh yeah, this part is a randomized name. The name gets randomized based on, or it's just randomized. So so like if you were to go and get another Kuva Cortac from a different lich, it would have a different name. I need to get some more so I can bring that valence trait up.
My valence bonus is only for impact. It's at 49% though.
Yeah, this was a smart move for me to remove this and put serration back on.
Yeah.
Because this basically gives me the status chance. I already got that with primary crux. And it turns out that the Cortac doesn't do multiplicative CO. It does additive. So the damage that I'm getting from here wouldn't be that much anyway.
Oh, okay.
Now, if I were to use something like Deadhead, for instance, this ends up working out to be 20% damage. 360?
Yeah.
Yeah, 360% damage as opposed to 165. So basically, you don't need both of these. So then you would get rid of Serration in this case and replace it with something that multiplies that damage. So let me see, I've got crit already. So I'd probably want to put some more, either more crit damage.
But your total
What
damage
would actually
is
what
so
would be
low, though.
Well, yeah, that's because this doesn't calculate into that.
Oh.
So you don't see this part. So like if I were to remove that, you notice it didn't change anything?
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't get calculated into the total damage. But it affects the total damage. So this actually gives you your Serration effect once it's leveled up, which is easy to do because all you need is 3 precision headshot kills and you're max. And it's easy, and they stay for 24 seconds. So as long as you're shooting at head level, it pretty much stays up all the time. So that's why you don't really need Serration when you have this, because you've got your Serration effect in there already. So then you want to find something. See, I got my crit damage. I've got my elemental. I've got more crit than I probably need, to be honest with you. But that's good because it brings my crit chance up to 95%.
Yeah, you want that over 100, don't you?
Well, you want it at least 100 usually if you can get it there. But this is the Cortac is not by definition a crit weapon. I think
I'm at 50-50.
if trying to see if I can find what the base stats are. Fuck it, I'll just spend the extra plat, whatever. So yeah, you'll see that the crit chance is normally low, and it's the status. It's built for status.
Holy shit, you
by
have so
default.
much plat. What the fuck? Wait a minute, I just noticed that.
What?
Sly! The amount of plat you have.
Yeah, I've been playing for 10 years, and I constantly buy the
deals?
Yeah, well, the
Oh, no,
Prime Access. Yeah, the Prime Access deals. So, yeah, I've accumulated quite a bit of plat over the
Hey,
years.
what's Spectral Serration? Can you scroll over that for me? Like the other two?
Yeah, that one's, it basically is your Serration effect while you're invisible.
And the other one?
This one, it's a reduced Serration effect, but increases sprint speed. These cannot be used together with Serration. So, like, if I had, let's say, for instance, I had this on there and then tried to throw this on there, it wouldn't let me.
Yeah, because they
And
have
the same thing for this. Yeah, they're all basically just different versions of Serration. Ideally, what would go well here would be a Bane mod, but I hate using Bane mods because, especially if you're doing 1999 content, because there are no Banes for any of the 1999 factions, so it's kind of a wasted slot if you go with the Bane mod for that. But you could do a quality of life. I'm trying to think what would be the...
So Infested wouldn't count for them?
I could do something like that, and that would bring my crit damage up to 5.3. So it's basically 5.3 times that, which means I'm basically doing 1,500 base, not counting what this is when it's maxed. And so really this would be 5.3 times whatever this ends up being when this is maxed out, which would be more than yeah. So like with Serration, where's my Serration? Yeah. With Serration, it's what, 835? And this actually gives me twice that. So that would actually be 1,600 when Primary Deadhead is maxed out. And then I'd be doing, if I put Hammer Shot on there, I'd be doing 5 times 1,600 as opposed to 4 times 800. So you see where you'd be better off with doing something like that. Where the hell did I put the Hammer Shot?
I just think that having Serration and that would be better together.
You would think, but again, when you have, because they're additive, it wouldn't be you getting 165% or 300% of all the damage, including Serration. You basically be getting whatever your base damage is. You get the 300% here, This would add a couple more. So, for instance, if I had Serration on there, let's say, this would just add to it. So, see, you get, but you would get technically more damage. It's just not as big of an increase. The more you add, you stack on in terms of base damage, the less boost you get out of it. Okay. So, like, for instance, if you I'm trying to think of how to say this with the math and not fuck it up. So if you start off with, all right, so the jump from 315 to 835, is pretty significant. But then the amount this adds on is a smaller percentage of that difference.
Oh.
Even though you're adding on 300 more percent, okay. It's not 300% of this, it's 300% of this. You see what I'm saying? So it brings it up to maybe about, if the total 300% of this is like 1600,
yeah,
I think it would bring it up to about 1600. It gives you maybe a total of about 2,000 or something like that. But then you're multiplying that by 4 instead of by 5. And if you actually multiply this by 5, or multiply or the 1600 by 5, I think it ends up working out to be more. Give me a second. Let me get a calculator.
No, don't worry about all that. I'm just happy
to. Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, the general rule, if you listen to any YouTuber that talks about builds, they'll tell you generally, this is not always the case, but it's usually the case, that you don't want to have 2 serration effects because you're actually getting less damage than you expect. Now, this is not an ideal build because there's a lot of duplication going on in here. Because I've got, even with this, I've got, crit damage and crit damage. And then I've got 2 crit chances. And this, actually, I probably just need to re-roll this ribbon. Because while this gives me crit chance, it doesn't give me as much crit chance as I would get from critical delay. And the other benefits that I'm getting from here are just not that great. It's increased zoom, extra magazine capacity. The weapon recoil, actually this is adding weapon recoil. I might need to take let me see if I can re-roll this to something better. What would be ideal would be something like multi-shot, and maybe more crit damage. So like I could do this and get rid of hammer shot and increase my reload speed, so that would actually be pretty decent. I'm gonna go with this over. Roll it again, see if I get something else. Yeah, I don't want that. That's one, it would reduce my damage, and it only increases my magazine size. I don't care about that. Now this could be cool, except this basically gives me built-in corrosive and crit damage.
Okay.
Actually, that would be better than this, because while this gives me reload speed, the crit damage is only 121, whereas this crit damage is a little more, plus this gives me built-in corrosive. So I'm going to go with that. So let's stick with that for now. So as you can see, it looks like it brought down my crit and all that stuff, but that's really not that big of a deal. There's other ways to get around that or deal with that. Let's see.
All right,
So I've got crit damage there. I've got crit damage there. I don't need hammer shot now. Now I could probably consider putting on something that would really kind of, I got galvanized chamber. There's a couple of things I could do here. I could get rid of galvanized chamber, put primary acuity on there. While it would reduce my multi-shot, it would basically give me 350% crit chance on weak point hits. So as long as I'm hitting headshots, which I want to do anyway because of primary deadhead, I would be doing ridiculous damage. So let's test this out. Well, let me first figure out what I want to put for this last spot. Could go scope, but I don't really want to do that. Let me see. So I got corrosive. Oh, wait a minute. It's treating toxin. Oh, okay. So it took the electricity, merged it with the heat that's built into the that's endemic to the weapon, and just gave me radiation instead. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, it gave me radiation instead. So instead of getting a corrosive effect, I'm basically getting toxin and a radiation effect. Because the toxin is being calculated. These get calculated last. So as far as like, well, oh, there it is. It was because I had Hellfire there still. So what was happening, because I had fire mods up here, if I had moved this up here, you'd see a difference. So let's put them back. So what I had was this. Hellfire. Where's my Hellfire? Okay, I'm gonna have to come back out and go back in. All right, so this is what I had. And as a result, what was happening, it always goes from left to right, top to bottom, in terms of how the order in which the elements get applied. And these get applied last. Well, not last. It depends on the order in which. So because of the fact that I had this down here, the toxin was actually mixing with the heat, and that's why it was giving me, or actually not the toxin, I'm sorry, the electricity was mixing with the heat and giving me radiation and then leaving the toxin behind. And it mixed with the electricity because the electricity is the higher of the two on the ribbon. But if I move this down and this up, now all of a sudden I'm getting the corrosive because these two come first, and then the heat's by itself because they come after.
I have to do 2 more formas. I don't want to do 2 more formas on this. It's already good enough for me.
Come see Bat Bear. Whining about real thing.
All right, I'll be back. I gotta go check on my dog. He's probably constipated again. I'm coming.
How am I gonna do this? While we're waiting for him, Josh, why are you so quiet, buddy?
I don't know.
How you doing? How's your day?
I don't know, I just woke up.
Yeah. That's exactly the point.
I invited Valk. I'll see if he joins. I got.
Okay, I'm stupid.
With the nice.
I like
She's
what I'm
reading
reading.
porn.
Hello.
I am reading smut.
She's reading 50 Shades of Gay. Diddy?
I think
Cosby?
I think the goddess is asleep and they have to like sing her song. What?
What was that one game? I'm no
Right.
good.
Should I German?
Which we got about.
I can't talk German.
Yeah.
I'm way too drunk to switch between the two languages.
I'll just rip right off now, you're okay.
In the States, right? It's called the
Brother? The Taylor is like I know a few players that are similar to Taylor. There are like they've by playing the game they've yeah. Don't know if that's a good thing, but
No, but you know. Used to fighting, selling drugs.
considered underweight.
Wait, how much you weigh?
I'm close to 60 kilograms. So
So 60 kilo, that's what, 130?
132.
Gilbert, no.
yeah,
I was about to say 142, but I was off by 10.
for your height.
BMI is a .16 right now, I think.
There you go. Happy
Weight
that I
cut.
did a lot of bone hardening, and that's the only reason I took it. I've caused microfractures in my bones for years on purpose to go back to soccer and make it harder. So like I've fallen here on concrete and not broken anything. Like plunk on my knee. You know when you're in the middle of the air, jetpacking,
Don't
you
hear.
hold your direction really low. That's not enough.
Okay, it's gonna hit us 3. Oh. Ow.
Yeah, Dragon, that's the best weapon you got.
It's gonna hit us 3.
You know when you're in the middle of the air, jetpacking,
Don't
you
hear.
hold your direction.
Why did it turn slideshow?
That's not enough.
Okay,
It doesn't
it's
hit
gonna
the-
hit us 3. Oh. Ow.
Yeah, Dragon, that's the best weapon you got.
Oh. I want this zero wind. I want the zero wind. Yeah, was quite a good. 106.
Dragon,
Another. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. You're so dead. Both of you.
The early bird, it's got a really short range.
Gotta be kidding.
So that weapon, Dragon, is called early bird. It's got a really short range, but it does 100 automatic.
Dude, the frames are horrible. Oh my god. This guy's still gone. He's taking care of dog. Stop hitting the jewel. We don't need that.
Man, the fucking frame lag is bad. I hurt so bad from nailing it on that corner of the fucking cabinet door. I didn't even count on them. So that weapon dragon is called Early Bird. It's got a really short range, but it does 100 automatically. Can crit for 200. Shoot the health box dragon, that's your health box. Why is there 2 of the streams sections?
Alright, I'm back. Let's see, what was I doing? Let's see, we got crit damage.
Yeah, finish your month, and then we gotta go. How much more do you have on your infection for Kodalich?
I just need one more.
Got it.
Can't do chamber because I got acuity on here. Can't really do another elemental. Status. That could work. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna have a lot of impact, so increase status duration, which could help with the corrosive effect and the heat. So this would be a flex mod in this particular build. There's also probably something I gotta do with that, but at any rate, let's see what's available to us. Oh, we could do anything. You want to do another exterminate, or you want to just do a one of these?
Exterminate would be easy, right?
Yeah, usually it's just a matter
Oh wait,
of...
you just saw your lich again, so it reset the number?
Yeah.
Let's do that tech rat then. Fuck it.
Okay.
Because normally you don't see them in those.
Yeah, you want to do the survival, or you want to do the Legacyte?
Survival.
Ooh, wait. Ah, shoot, my bad. I didn't mean to
hate
kill
those
the
the
group.
most.
I was gonna switch. I don't want to use my for this. If I'm gonna do that, I want to make sure I'm using my Basilisk. Give me a second. I'll re-invite. Oh, you already did. Never mind. All right, cool. All right, now we'll go.
Yeah, I really don't want to form on my Kuva again 2 times, but I have to get it to 40.
Yeah, if you want to get all the mastery out of it, you do.
I'm really just thinking about the balance sheet that I want to eventually get.
That too.
You want a clean rod? You're gonna get those pretty hands dirty. First, I run a mere scanty little comp sci
Can we
project.
wall jump
Force
with
host
the
scrubbers to the surface.
motorcycle?
Next, I need you to keep them clean and for as long as you can. Got it? Gotta nurse these scrubbers. Keep them clean.
Go for the scrubber. I'll check the other branch, see if there's another. Nope.
Might be one over on top of the thing that I just went in.
Need you to stay on top of those scrubbers. You see growth? Shoot it.
Nope, don't hear one.
Deal with that scrubber buildup. Stat! It's working. Hell scrubbers are starting to emerge. I gotta hand it to the little guy. He knows how to talk to the appliances.
sick of
That's
getting
like a
covered in
shot
the
of
shit.
adrenaline.
Fuck man, it's like every time I play this game I start getting tired. I don't like it. I just slept like hella long too.
Scrubbers coming out of the rot. There's some stuff we might be interested in. Like this. See? My ass is out here on the line too. Marking extraction. Use it when you need it, but only if you need it.
Oh cool, so we can extract now.
Yeah. Did you see a vault? Or safe?
You want me to use my air support?
No. I don't know. I don't think the safes come up on there anyway. Just treasures and sculptures and stuff of that nature. You heading to the exit or?
Yeah.
Right. Oh, I see the vault, man. There's a safe on there. I hear it beeping.
Fuck, I'm gonna have to take a nap. My eyes are closing on their own. Why?
Found it.
Now you get to do things the hard way.
Found the vault. Or the same vault safe. Alright, now I can get out of here. Ah! Stop. Come on. Damn it.
60 seconds to critical. Activate a scrubber, set off some spore eggs, or get the hell out
Did
of
that
there.
jump too high? Okay, there we go.
Shit.
Getting there. 200 meters out.
No, you're alright, buddy.
Jesus, I was clear on the other side of the map from
No
the
safe
exit.
now. Get out while you can.
How am I tired, dude? I just slept so fucking long.
Sometimes oversleeping can make you tired too. I'm not sure how exactly that works, but it does happen.
I have caffeine, I have nicotine, I got magnetized psycho. What is that for? Arcagon. Oh, that's cool.
Operator, communications await your attention. Please check your inbox at your earliest convenience.
We still didn't see your dude, did we?
Nope.
Alright.
Might as well do the other, what you call it, just to get it out of the way.
Yep. I know I'm switching from night shift to waking up at like 4 in the morning every day, but still. I slept till like 8 or 9 today, so. I mean, we have been playing for almost 4 hours now.
Diagnosis. Spore contamination. Treatment.
Hell scrubber. Side effects may include release of deadly spores, homicidal filter buildup, and cause the troops trying to kill you for messing with their stuff. Remember that chili con carne I left in the fridge for 2 months? Let the house scrubbers sit too long, and they'll spawn the same sort of thing, but, you know, with a crap ton of predatory hardware. Shoot off any buildup before it converts you to past tense. Breathing easier? I wouldn't get used to it.
Let's see the... Got it.
So your percentage should be at like what, 75% or 100 now?
So what?
Your percentage is in the quota like?
I need 30% more in order to force a confrontation in the the confrontation on the railjack. As far as forcing a confrontation to get that 30%, I'm at 50% in this mission, 50% chance.
Do something about that scrubber before it does something about you. Another house scrubber, and wherever you are. They're coming for us.
Oh, I should have been killing these dudes melee all the time. That was on my to-do list. I specifically have to kill a Scaldra, so I'm not trying to stay on the surface feed for a while. Get up close and personal with these.
If we don't see your lich in this one, I might just take a nap until you can do that so we can go to the next part, okay?
Alright.
I'm taking the opportunity to make some new acquisitions. Like this. Don't worry, I'll share. You've done enough. Marking extraction. I mean, you could do more.
You want to go in and extract and go take a nap, and I'll finish it off and just won't do the
fight?
The thing until you come back.
That sounds great, buddy.
Say what?
That sounds really good.
Alright. Yeah, I can finish off getting my lich ready, and then whenever you wake up or whatever, we'll go and do the confrontation.
Well, I'll stay in the Discord. It should only be like an hour or 2 hours, not even.
Alright. I was about to go and clean that scrubber, but we're heading to the exit, so.
Yeah, my body's falling apart, man. I'm not doing good.
You're too young for all that shit.
Oh my god, it's the like not working and shit, and then being home all the fucking time, trying to force myself to eat because of the starvation and shit, but.
I told you to clean your health scrubbers. Now look at what you have to deal with. Ah, I sound like my mom.
Nice fly. Alright, buddy. I'll leave the team, but I'll stay in the Discord.
Okay.
Alright, boys. We'll be back in a little bit.